Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Chow, Dr. Eric Chow. Today, I would like to talk about the overall application strategy for public computer science school, IB computer science school, or MIT Caltech computer science school. Many students this year's senior student already got admission from their dream school and also already moving on to the college. So right now, I'm talking about this topic primarily for the 11th grader and the younger students. Basically, to apply college for computer science school, you need to know about the school type and also need to know about your main focus, which field you would like to work on, and then apply for appropriate college that's suitable for you. And these different type of school, public school, IB school, Caltech, MIT school, they are totally different. Their application strategy are totally different. So first, to pick a computer science school, you still need to base on the general ranking, computer science ranking, the major ranking, the location of the school, the focus of the school's research and development, and also the size of the faculty and the student body, and also the curriculum and the kind of the classes and the degree that they can offer by the school. Also, the outcome of the computer science school. So before we go for anything else, let's look at the computer science for the San Jose State University. For the application to San Jose State University, they only look at the eligibility index. That would be GPA times 800 plus SAT. This formula has been used for Cal State for many years. And recently, they have removed the requirement for SAT. So right now, this formula only has a GPA times 800. So basically, they just decide your admission based on your GPA. If you are applying to the engineering school, which is the computer engineering, electrical engineering, software engineering, then your GPA need to times 1.5, increased by 50%. That means if you take a calculus course that is 4 units, then you need to weight it 6 unit course when you calculate the GPA. And that's the first step. You need to basically be able to be admitted to San Jose State based on the GPA times 800. And if you are a veteran, military veteran, then you may have a 50-point bonus. If you are first generation applicants, you may also have 50-point bonus. If you are a Santa Clara County resident, then you may have 200 bonus points. For these bonus points, you need to look at the website for San Jose State University. Starting from San Jose State University, then the next one is the Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. They use a different standard that's called multiple criteria admission criteria. That is MCA formula. This formula using 4 major categories: the GPA, the SAT, the extracurriculum, and the course strengths. So basically, they have a formula that is similar to San Jose State, but it will be more complicated, such as GPA times 800 plus SAT plus 1 AP calculus for another 100 points plus AP literature for 100 points plus AP language for 50 points, something like that. They will give you a overall formula, and they base on the formula to pick a student. So basically, if you are applying for Cal State, Cal Poly, they are formula based. So you basically need to optimize your formula. And usually people use this Cal State University as a backup university. So before you can consider other university, first you need to be ready for your high GPA and the combination of your scores. Then let's move on to the UC 13 factors of comprehension review. UC use a more complicated formula, but basically they still take the GPA, course trends, okay, and also geographic location. Okay, so the formula I would say may be similar to the Cal Poly, but they do add more things like advanced opportunity, outstanding performance, competitions, those kind of issues. So basically, I believe that UC school use these 13 factors comprehension review to actually screen out the people. So for example, like UC Berkeley, they may have 120,000 students a year for the application, but eventually they only pick, say, 12,000 students. So first round, they may just rule out half of the applicants, such as 60,000 of the student may be ruled out just based on these formulas. And then maybe half of the student or 40% of the student will be picked into the second round. And in the second round, they'll look at their activity and also their essay and those kind of things. And for the University of Berkeley, for the UC Berkeley, they may send out the request for extra recommendation letter and maybe also require students to write extra essays. But those are maybe just 10–15% of the students will be required to do that. So overall, I believe that you still need to optimize your formula, but UC's formula will be more complicated. So recent year, the UCLA of Berkeley's admission, because of the competitiveness, right now it's very difficult to get in. You almost need to have everything perfect in order to get in. Next one is the private university. If you are considering private university for computer science programs, their admission criteria is different. So what Berkeley present is mostly activity and academic. And when you go to Harvard, they put more emphasis on athletic performance and personality. So Harvard use a 4 category, and Stanford use a 5 category, and Duke may use a 6 category, but they are similar. Basically, they look beyond the academic performance. And academic, I believe that they also have some sort of formula to do a quantitative study on your admission material. But I do believe that they have extra requirement on this athletic. Each one of the category is actually considered to be 1/4 of the application. So basically, they don't really only look at the academic performance. And personality is actually the most difficult part. It's very hard to understand what really they look at. We'll talk about this later. If you are applying for MIT, Caltech, or these 2 schools, I put Oregon State here as well because these 3 schools use the beaver as their mascot. And beaver is a kind of the kind of a creature that actually been very engineering approach. So these 3 schools use the beaver as their mascot. They must have their own meaning. And we know that Jason Huang of the NVIDIA graduated from Oregon State. So beaver is actually a very good symbol of the symbolic symbol of the engineer. And they are smart. They can build things. They can build them. They can build their own them. So basically, what MIT and Caltech look at beyond the academic part and also the activity part, they also require you to have good competition record. such as USAMO, USACO, or USAPO, the physics or math or computer science Olympia. So basically, they also require you to provide your information of your ME qualification. So this is very important. If you are considering MIT and Caltech, they do look at more engineering side of your especially your mathematical background, and also your competition records. So USAMO and Junior Math Olympia, okay, those kind of things are very important. And if you are consider Stanford, beyond the academic activity and also personality and your racial group, those kind of issue that they still look at another thing that is your feeder school. So here I just use the AI to search the internet, and I figure out these are the feeder school of the Stanford. And I believe every different college have their own feeder school, but here I just emphasize on the Stanford's feeder school. So Los Angeles Harvard Westlake School, Oakland College Prep, Massachusetts Philip Andover, Massachusetts New Hampshire Phillips Exeter, and San Jose Harper School, San Jose Bellarmine College Prep, Palo High School, Gang High School, Menlo Austin School, Menlo Park School. Okay, those schools are the feeder for the Stanford University. Every year they have maybe 5, 10, or 15 students got admitted to Stanford. If you are graduated from different school, it would be harder. So look for these different feeder school for Stanford. And I talk about personality, but it is listed in the Harvard's admission criteria. Right here, I need to actually look into more. It should be the ALDC admission. The so-called ALDC is selected recruit, legacy, children of faculty, and staff. This is C, and the dean's list, that's D. So D is the big donor of the school. So basically, these students would have higher chance to get admitted to the university. So if you try to apply for a different kind of university, they use different formula. It doesn't mean that San Jose State is easier than Harvard, because San Jose State only look at GPA. So if your GPA, say you have 1B in honor chemistry, or you have 1B in 11th grade English, then you may not have admitted to San Jose State. But you still may have a chance to get admitted to Harvard or Berkeley. So that's very important that you really understand the formula that they use. Thank you. Bye now.